So I have to ask you a bit more about the school then, because
Yes.
I mean, were you good at school when you were there? I mean,
Well, I like to think I was.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
So it kind of made a
Uh,
lot of sense that when coming back, the Parent Teacher
Yes. So
Association.
I joined it first of all when Grace started in reception, and it was very much, Beth, you need to come on. You need to do this. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course, help out and do things like that, and just sit there quietly, take it all in. And then the second meeting, the chair stepped down, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to do it?" And I'm like, "No, I've literally been here. I'm the new girl. I don't know anything." I was like, "No, no, no, can't do it, can't do it." Then it got to Grace was the new one. So after a year of doing it, someone stopped me in the shop and said, "I've got the folder on everything. That's how it works. Please go through it. Just take it on." And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm too new to this. No, 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 seriously, take it on." So I did when Grace was in year one. She's now in year 8, and I'm still chair of PTA. I feel like it's a life sentence. We have the AGM every year, so I'm always like, right. So obviously I step down and I want to go for it, and then Caitlin's there on the minute. She's like, well, so we'll propose Beth again and put her back in. And I'm like, no, guys, seriously, you want someone else? But it carries on. I'm now school governor as well, so community governor. I had to go
Wow.
through interview process for that, but it was please say you will come onto the governing board now. I'm just like, okay. Whereas PTA, we had school management committee,
Right.
and we sat on that, which was great. And you'd think, but you never really felt we had any power to do anything.
Mm.
You're there to support school, and we'd always, I chat away with Wendy, and I'm like, we'll support you where we can, but I haven't really got any remit to do things. Whereas now, a bit more UK system going to governance, that's really taking off. And
So what does that mean then? What is a governor of a school?
so we've got community governor, there's a parent governor, teacher, and then someone from representative states of Alderney at the moment, and then we can grow from there. But we're all there to almost scrutinise school. So we have a meeting, and head teacher will put forward and head teacher's report. We're doing A, B, and C, and we're like, okay, but how are you doing A? Is this working? So we're there to scrutinise, but also to support them and bring in different kind of key areas of expertise. Someone will sit there as a teacher governor, go, okay, well, actually, the teachers feel this isn't working. So it's everyone kind of gets together, scrutinises what's going on, but okay, how can we improve this? You're doing this. Is it actually working? So it's to benefit the school and just keep it moving forward. An offset inspection comes up. We will then go through that with fine tooth comb. Okay, they've pulled this out. What are we doing to change this? So it's
Wow.
kind of holding them accountable, but supporting them as well.
Yeah, I'm
You
so
know,
glad that you've taken such an active role, because I guess one of your earliest achievements for PTA was
yeah.
the playground.
Playground, that was a massive thing. I was fairly new to the role, and we suddenly got the playground's been condemned.
Right.
And I was a bit like, okay, right.
Rusty nails.
Yeah. So it's got to go. It's come in the summer. They're ripping it all out, and I was just like, oh, okay, fine, right. And it's like, so yeah, PTA need to get a new one. And I was just like, okay, never done playground before. I'm like, can't be much, can it? We got some money in the account. Don't worry. So I take it on. So I started chatting, and I went through to a few schools in Guernsey and said, we got a new playground. Who did you use? Because obviously you got that Channel Island factor, shipping, and everything. Is there someone that knows
How
the
to build
system,
playgrounds.
knows how it works and everything, and can get it to Alderney? So one of the schools came back to me and said, we've just used this company. They were brilliant, understood shipping. They then flew their people in, did it. Brilliant. So I went through to this guy, and if you go, then COVID hit, and he's just like, oh, shall I? And I was like, no, I really want you to come and see this. I said, don't know what I'm doing here. And then, can we do it? And he's just like, okay, yeah, no, fine. I'll come to you as soon as I can, but let's start going through what kind of things you want. This is the area. We've got it all measured up. This is the area, what we could have. And he's like, okay, so you're talking around 40 to 50,000. And I was just like, oh, okay. It's huge amounts of money, right?
Oh my god.
So I went back to school and I said, okay, well, it's 40. And I was like, well, surely there's a budget somewhere for this. And they're like, no, it's solely PTA has to fund this whole project. And I was like, so nothing comes from State's Education? No. And I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, right. So I went on, and then I said to Dad, who's obviously the President of Chamber of Commerce for years, and I said, well, can I go out to local businesses and just, could I do you an email? You send it out to your membership and just say, we've got to start fundraising. Has anyone got any idea, any expertise, help out? Would anyone be willing to put some money into the pot and everything? And then amazingly, a few days later, I got this email from a chap called Noel Hayes, who used to own LeCoq's stores here, helped with Rock Hopper, also big businessman here. And he came through and said, as you know, I've just sold on LeCoq's. I want to put something back into the island. How much have you got to raise? And I said, well, we're talking about 50,000. I said, we've got 10,000 in the pot. And I thought, oh, we're fine. We got 10,000. Little did I know that was nowhere near enough. And he said, right. He said, if you could, I will give you 2 months. If you can match, get 20,000, I will match it. Give you the other 20,000. There's your pot of 50. I
Wow.
was like, oh my goodness. Okay, right. Back on Chamber, and I was like, I had this amazing, can everyone, and it just went out, social media everywhere, just saying, if we can get 20,000, Noel will match this as his thank you to Alderney for everything.
Wow. Thank you, Noel.
Amazing, incredible. We would never got there so quickly if it hadn't been for him. But then everyone stepped out. I had Rotary Club, Well, we'll give you some. 41 Club. I met with Boyd in the Jordan. He's like, oh, I don't really know. It's like 50. And I'm like, I know. It's eye-watering about going through it all. And he said, what kind of... And then I met with Rotary and we were going through, this is what we want to have. And, we're right by the sea there. So we're having it all coated in this. So it's future-proof. It's going to last. Kind of.
Wow.
But suddenly all this money started coming in. And then I went through to Noel before the end of the 2 months. And I said, right, let's copy the bank statement. And he was like, this is why Alderney's so special. That just everyone just jumped straight in. Yeah, of course, kids need playground.
Of course.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So it went on a little while longer because of COVID, couldn't get the guy over, and then he came. Absolutely loved it. He thought it was amazing.
I bet.
Coming
Did you
here.
have a play?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, because this is what I'm going to ask. So designing a playground. So you got the money now. Now
Yes,
you got to design a
fine
playground. I'm very pleased to see that our playground isn't like some of the overly health and safety ones. We have a very
No.
large jungle gym
We
type
do,
thing.
exactly.
Huge, nice and
Brilliant.
tall. Bit of
We've got the
adrenaline gets
matting
in
at the
the
bottom.
kids.
So
Matting at the bottom.
But we then went in, I said, right, go to school council. These are the things. But I said, I'm designing, what do the kids want? What do you want? So we put it in front of them and they were like, oh, really? And then one thing, a lot of them said, can we please not have swings? And we were like, oh, really? Okay. Because you get one kid on there and then the teacher said, oh, it is actually a nightmare. Because you're like, no, come on, it's your turn. And they said, we are constantly policing the swings.
Wow.
Because one child wants to be on it the whole break time. And things that flow and you can keep moving. So we got lots of things you can climb on. So it's continual moving. We've got a little tiny trampoline, which is then user-friendly. If we can have someone in a wheelchair, it's in the ground, flat for them. So it was thinking all possibilities. If we get someone who's
is that
disabled.
safe?
Don't know, apparently you can wheel
a kid
them on
in a
it.
wheelchair on a trampoline.
Exactly.
And
it
then
feels
you've
better.
also got the bucket swing as well, right? Where
Yes.
where you can get loads of kids
into it. Yeah, this is the thing. So it was making it, because you got to all through school. So we're age 4 to 16. Obviously the seniors aren't interested in it. Some of the young ones are so we got something that could be used for PE as well, because it's kind of multi-gym type thing. Whilst the little ones like hanging on the monkey bars and stuff, but there's a lot of strength, core training in it.
So
and that's
what do the older kids like doing then? I mean,
their age now, they kind of hang out. It's cool to hang out. But what's nice, because it's through school. I mean, I know Grace said that the newbies come into reception, and I remember when we were at school at St Anne's, slightly more split, and the seniors would all be around the corner kind of thing, and they were big and scary. You didn't really talk to them, and I'd go around every now and then because my cousin and my brother were there for a bit, and I'd have to go around and tell them something and be terrified to go around them. Whereas now they all mix so massive together, and the little receptions will come up, and Grace will be taking them. And I've played with so and so, and it's lovely the reception now because they're a little bit nervy. I've got this big kid looking after me, and they'll go to them and they're a bit nervous, but they all just play together. So I think it's secret. Seniors, some of them like the fact they can take the little one on because they're there for.
I think that's amazing. I mean, I think that's got to have something to do with the internet. I mean, like
Yes.
they must know that they're being watched all the time.
Yeah.
Like when we were kids, like you have these bullies like come and like beat you up in the hallway
Exactly.
for your
And
lunch money.
yeah.
But nowadays, good luck, bully.
Good luck to you. Exactly.
Yeah, watch
yes.
what happens when you go viral.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So,
No
I mean,
escaping it. Yeah.
Isn't that great that there is so much like love within that school?
They are,
that they do
and
take
they
care
all
of
look
each
out
other.
for each other, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The how many kids do we have now in the school then? I mean,
Got about-
compared to what it was.
I think around 130 or so. We've had a massive intake. Reception class now is 18, which obviously doesn't sound much, but for us is a really big number coming through. When I was at school, we were always known as a big class because we had up to 32 of us.
Wow.
But now we have they do stage rather than age sometimes. So whilst we've got smaller class sizes, you might have a moment Benjamin's in year 4, so it's 3 and 4 taught together for certain things, which is great when you've got PE. You want a big number to go and do kind of group sports and things. But then for maths, it might just be year 4s on their own, but there's some that are slightly ahead, they can go, some that are slightly struggling, you can mix in. So stage rather than age, which works really well, but it brings these friendships in. You're mixing with, when it was very much our year group, you kind of knew who above and below you and you're close to them. But now they've got such a wide remit of friends, which is great until you have a birthday party when I've got to have the year below me and the year above me and my year, and you've suddenly got 30 kids want to play football. But it's great. They've got some of Grace's best friends are the year below her because they've got such tight-knit from when they were mixed classes. So they've got really wide friendship groups, which is really lovely. And I remember I had that when I went down to Guernsey. One of my best friends was the year above me. So it's suddenly like, oh, I'm coming down, but it's fine because Lindsay's there. I know someone there and some of my other friends are already there. So they kind of take you under your wing and for the first year. And then the next year we did the same with the next lot coming through. We've done it a year now. We know what's going on.